Yo! Hey! Can you guys talk to make sure that your audio is actually working?
Hey. No.
Oh, great.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, sorry, it's copyrighted music.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in to, what is this? Hardly Serious number 12? Right?
13.
I can't.
Sure.
It depends what
12. 12 sounds right. 12 sounds right.
What day of the week?
It could be whatever
Wednesday,
you want it to be.
Wednesday, yeah, sure. Why not? Whatever. Hey, guys, welcome in. Sorry the audio sounds like butt. Things happen. And, yeah, if you're watching the replay, it probably doesn't sound that great. My name's Kenway, and I'm your host.
My name's Jacob, and I'm not the host, but I'm enthusiastic.
I'm Logan. My audio sounds great.
My name's Caleb, and I'm here.
Yeah!
Again. I'm here again.
That's the enthusiasm we strive for every day here.
Woo! So what's up, guys? What have you guys been doing? It's been a while since we've done one of these.
I've just been sitting alone in a dark room trying to bolster up the energy in 2020 in order to be enthusiastic on this podcast.
You and me fucking both, my friend. Oh God! So for those,
that's already more effort and enthusiasm than I put towards anything. So
that's
props
fair.
to you.
Well, for those watching the replay of this, we are live on Twitch tonight, so it's going to be an unconventional show. I say that, but this is like the fourth time that we've done this, so I feel like people should be used to it by now. But just in case it's your first episode, the rest of them aren't really like this. Probably. I don't know. I can't see into the future an hour. So
you know what? That's thinking negative. This is going to be the best one ever. Also, Mike, what the fuck are you doing with a non-red carbonated beverage in your hand?
I'm sorry. I'm out.
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
the Big Red is a fucking commodity here in Mishawaka, Indiana. It is difficult to get your hands on sometimes. Look,
Logan,
man.
I'm sorry, I talked over you. Did you have a comment?
Not anymore.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
It just got really quiet. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, there we go, Caleb, representing. There we go. That's how we do it.
Someone's got to have it because I don't.
It wouldn't
I
be
don't.
right unless we had a Big Red. So
I still think it's dumb that you store it on top of the fridge, but in this particular instance, because of the visual,
I forgot about that. I didn't see him grab it.
Again, I like my drinks room temperature. It's the best way to enjoy a beverage.
That's not the problem. Do you have
That
a
is
pantry?
not true at all.
Everything room temperature.
Can we
Well,
back
that's
up?
also false. You're an
Can we
idiot.
back up to what Caleb just said? That the best way to enjoy drinks is at room temperature.
Yes,
think-
1,000%.
What is wrong with you?
I think he just indicted himself as a felon.
I have terribly sensitive teeth, so I can't do
Room
anything hot. I can't
temperature
do
is the
anything
worst
cold.
way to drink every drink I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. Beer is amazing room temperature, by the way.
That
Love it.
just
None of us drink beer, Caleb.
Oh, true.
look.
This is the
I
one place where no
I
one
don't
drinks
drink beer, but that just like with my experience from beer, that just seems disgusting.
Well, generally, as I understand, you would pour a room temperature beer into like a cold frosted glass.
Correct.
For my because you can't
chilled.
can't put ice in it.
You know, it can be chilled.
Chilled is not room
You
temperature.
can't.
Good point. Man, the fucking poet of our generation. It's the next Bob
I think
Dylan.
it's nice because it's like the room temperature makes it like a nice settled balance, and then you add like to a chilled glass, and it's just the perfect level of like.
But that's
this
not
is
room
slightly
temperature
cold.
anymore. That's chill.
I know, but it's just slightly cold. That's also enjoyable. I'm okay with that.
That sounds
I'm saying it's enjoyable.
awful.
I'm not saying
No.
it's the optimal
I
place.
hate it. That sounds terrible, and I hate it. Like, you want to drink
Too
room
bad.
temperature coffee too while you're at it?
Actually, yeah, I do that.
You're an idiot.
Why?
Caleb, you're like our friends who pour a glass of soda and then leave it for the carbonation to go away.
I like to do that too.
Yeah, I fucking knew it because you're an idiot. That's the thing idiots do.
Yeah, exactly, Taylor. Drinks need to be hot as fuck or iced. One of the two.
Nope.
There is no in between.
Absolutely not true.
I think water room temp can be okay if I want to like pound some water.
Oh yeah, dude. Room
Water
temp is
would be like the
easiest go
one
down.
exception I would say. Like, water is drinkable room temperature, but I still prefer it cold.
I prefer it cold, but
100%.
like if I've just been outside and like doing things and I'm really thirsty, if it's too cold, I get like that throat burn. It's too cold.
Okay. Yeah,
if it's
I
room
get that.
temp, I can just down it.
I mean, I can
So
just
here's a
down it
question to you
anyway.
guys. What other room temp things could you drink?
Nothing. Water. That's it.
There's nothing. There's
Lead.
literally nothing else.
Big Red is so good. I would drink it at any time over
I
anything
would
else.
drink Big Red room temp if I didn't have any cold Big Red.
It's
All right.
like
Big
Conor
Red in the chat?
McGregor.
Do I see Big Red in the chat right now?
Would you
Holy crap,
drink?
it's Big Red.
Would you drink hot Big Red though?
Yes.
What I would
Like,
do,
so
Mike,
what
on
if
the
somebody
one step further.
what if somebody put Big Red on the kettle and steams that shit up, poured it into a coffee cup?
You don't want to do that because Jake's going to burn his hand.
No.
making
Well,
caramels
first
from
of all,
the
I burn
sugar.
my arm. Hey, that's the. It's like a power salute, but it's specifically for like idiots.
You do the
For dumb
arm. You
people
do the
who
arm
burn their
chug.
hands on things. Yeah.
Put the glass in your arm and then.
But okay, Mike, I would go one step further. I would put Big Red on a kettle, boil it, and then just like inhale the Big Red steam. which comes out.
Ooh, I like it.
Like for Big Red, there's no situation which I would not consume Big Red. Any other
Jesus.
drink, yeah, fucking moron, idiot, stupid. And except for anyone in the chat, if you do it, you're extra stupid because you're following Caleb. That's how Twitch works, right? Is like you insult the audience. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
That's
think
how it
so.
works. Yeah, absolutely.
That's how it works,
That's how all forms of content creation work. Just insult your audience.
essentially.
All right, good. Just making sure. It's like
PewDiePie did it, and now he has like 1 billion freaking followers.
it's like you throw 3 jabs at Mike Kenway and then 1 jab at the audience.
That seems like an acceptable
There we
percentage.
go. All right.
Leave 75% of the hate
ratio.
for on-screen hosts. I like it. Also, I like this Big Red or hot Big Red for Extra Life. That seems like a good thing.
We could do. So you know how they make
I
like.
mean, look, we have an entire
no.
hour dedicated to Big Red and DiGiorno on the calendar. So
That is
I
amazing.
feel like that shouldn't be too hard to come by for the
No.
hot
So-
the hot
So
Big Red.
there's an alcoholic drink called a hot toddy, which is like a hot cider and whiskey. We can make a Big Red, like a hot red or red hot. We can call it a red hot. And
Terrible.
it's like a hot toddy, but it's with Big Red. It's just like a warmed up Big Red. That's like a spiced Big Red.
I mean, look, Caleb, you're gonna probably end up drinking a lot of alcohol on this stream. So if you want to keep it interesting, by all means, go for it.
Ooh, maybe.
I thought like Big Red is already the perfect taste already. So like a spiced Big Red. What I'm hearing is a worse Big Red.
It's fair.
No.
It's a fair point. It's a
Nah.
fair point. And any kind of altering
No.
Big Red really would, I feel like, make it just. It would just take away from the Big Red experience.
Okay, do you like Coke?
Yeah.
I like Coca-Cola.
Okay, do you like
Well,
Coke Lime?
good asterisk. Coca-Cola, yes.
Got you.
True. Do you like Coke with lime or like vanilla Coke? Would you ever fight for those?
Vanilla Coke.
Well, yeah, but
is
nobody's
awesome.
nobody's
So how's
saying
that any
that.
different.
Nobody's saying
Because-
Coca-Cola is the perfect drink.
How is it
And changing it
different?
with the flavor. I'm
Man,
doing the same
how is
thing with
Big
the hot
Red
toddy.
different than fecal matter? We think on that one for a hot minute.
I could put whipped cream on a turd. Doesn't mean I'll like it.
The difference is Big Red is already perfect on its own. Coca-Cola is not perfect already on its own. You add vanilla to Coke, makes
I'm
it
saying
better.
it's perfect, but it can be
it's
perfectly
not.
complementary with something else.
That's
No.
not how that
Complement
works at
something
all.
else.
I think
If
that's
something's
like-
perfect, that
That's
means
how
it
it works.
cannot be made better.
I think it could
that's
be
correct.
made better. Nothing's
That's
ever
not
perfect, Mike.
Okay, but the argument is that Jacob's saying it is perfect.
No.
Are you saying that's not the
Well,
argument?
you
or are
got me there.
disagreeing with the fact that Big Red is perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
No. Just no. I'm
Cool.
just shutting it
Okay.
down.
Good one.
You can
That's
put
the
Big Red
spirit.
with you can put Big Red with other things.
That's the
I mean,
spirit
I
of
mixed it.
improv.
I mixed it with orange juice and vodka, and it was amazing.
This is
Yeah.
this is
Some
like
tiger's
the
blood.
epitome of every internet
Taylor
argument
knows
ever.
what's up. If Taylor's in the chat, she knows what's up. Tiger's blood. Shout out.
So on to internet arguments, right? So today, and this is it's I don't know, this isn't funny, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about it anyway.
Well, that's good.
This is so
Good thing you
today
brought that to the podcast.
somebody made a statement online that was like, hey, listen, I play video games and I love playing video games. I hate playing games on PC. If it works for you, that's great. Do your thing. But like, it doesn't work for me. Please stop telling me to stop playing console games and buy a PC. I don't enjoy it, right?
You know the
And so
person you're talking about.
I saw this post and I said, fucking preach. I'm so tired of having to explain to people that I don't
Mike, you
like
wrote
playing
that
PC
post.
game. It wasn't me.
Stop
he
lying.
didn't.
Stop lying. You're just reading
just-
a conversation
I just
we
agreed
had
with
in our
it.
Discord.
I disagreed with it.
Not
And
true.
I said, I echoed it. I said, if you like playing PC, then play PC game. That's fine. But like, you will never see on a PC post some dude come out and be like, buy a fucking console, you pleb. Like, it only ever goes like, as a console gamer, you constantly get ridiculed, like, just buy a PC. I don't want to, right? And somebody told me today that because I experience like issues like firsthand, that I experience issues and I have trouble playing PC games, and that I, again, firsthand experience PC gamers every time I have a conversation anywhere about console gaming.
Okay.
Someone comes up out of the woodwork and is like, buy a PC game or buy a, just play games on PC. 100% of the time, every single time. But someone was like, well, we'll disagree that you have confirmation bias. No, I'm telling you about my experience, like my firsthand experience, things that happen to me consistently as a console gamer. And he's like just trying to invalidate, like, no, it doesn't happen to you. You just have confirmation bias.
I think at this point, like, I hate to say this, I'm a Sony person. Like, love
That's fine.
PlayStation, love PlayStation, die hard for it.
Sure.
However, I think if I was to buy another console, I'd probably buy an Xbox, just because the Windows 10 and Xbox thing right now is perfect. Like,
dude, and Xbox Series X looks fucking insane. Like,
well,
all the reviews that are coming out about it.
Like,
yeah,
play the same games on two of them. Like, it makes sense that the like, it just makes sense.
Well, that's the really primary
does.
reason why I've stuck with Xbox all the years, is just because I'm so far into the ecosystem at this point that, like,
I've never been in it. I've never touched it.
What's an ecosystem
barely
like?
Any Xbox. I've only played when I've gone to friends' homes.
That's a good joke.
It's a thing that begins with eco
and ends with system. Throwback. A whole 3 people will get that one.
Apparently, it's just you 3.
I think they're all on this podcast.
See, that's the best kind of jokes. The one that is inclusive to nobody.
Right, the one that at least half of the hosts understand and none of the audience.
Yeah,
I mean, the other half of the host doesn't understand. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
derail the conversation, just like PCs derail video game experience, apparently.
No, look.
Okay.
I will stand by this forever. If you enjoy PC gaming, fucking get it. Have a good time. Love what you love. I support you. Just stop coming into my goddamn conversations and be like, stop playing console and go to PC. You play. I'm fucking over it. I'm tired of it. Tired of that conversation.
I feel like a lot of it is just like, you can't really be an elitist on console, because the most you could be is like, I have the Xbox One, blah, 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 whatever. That came out like 6 months ago.
I could talk trash on how, like, fucking awful the experience is playing everything up until you actually start playing the game. But, like, love what you love. If those things don't bother you, or if you just don't have those issues, that's great. I just want to play fucking console games and enjoy myself.
How great must it be to be that one person out there who's like, yeah, I never have any problems with my computer.
Right.
It must be great.
Windows? Great. That's
Siphoning off all of the fortune from everyone else in the universe to have, oh yeah, I've never ever had a tech issue in my life.
Not once have I ever had
that'll work for about a week, and then it goes away.
Yeah, like not once have I ever had an issue installing something or opening something or deleting. It just never happens. I shit rainbows.
Dude, my PC just shits out problems. That's all.
I'm really certain there's more unicorns in this world than people that you've just described. Than people who don't have tech issues.
Oh man! All right, so this is a comedy podcast, clearly, and
no, it's a tech podcast now. Come on,
it's a comedy podcast where we play games and talk about celebrity gossip. If you haven't noticed over the course of the last 20 minutes, that's what we do. And
we talk about Big Red.
I have brought us a singular article for us to potentially make fun of.
Oh,
is it about Kanye West?
It is not. It is not about Kanye West at all.
It.
Unfortunately, we haven't.
Is it about Goop?
Look, so here's the problem: is that we had a bunch of really funny Kanye West, and then Kanye West got really sad. So, and it hasn't gotten back to funny yet. So we're still in the Kanye Valley. We need to get back up to the Kanye crest.
Yeah. We need to find a 4-wheel drive vehicle to get the fuck out of this place.
Right.
I'm in a hot air balloon. Fuck that.
So instead,
it's too slow.
Instead, I have an article of which the headline reads, Cardi B reveals that she's back together with Offset for this not safe for work reason. So I want you guys to tell me what the not safe for work reason is. Why did she get back with this dude that is so NSFW they couldn't even put it in the headline of the article?
Easy.
Okay.
He gave her a sculpture of his penis size and she missed him and got back together.
Oh, No, but a good guess. Here's some insider information here. Cardi filed for divorce on September 14th, stating that the pair's marriage was irretrievably broken and that there are no prospects for reconciliation. That was a month ago. And as of 2 days ago, it seems that they are back together for this reason.
Easy. The reason is clickbait.
Yes.
Clearly.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The entire reason they're back is to generate clickbait articles. That's it. That is the only reason.
Okay.
The only thing that makes
that's
sense.
a reason, I guess. I don't know. Is that a great reason?
I mean, look, I would say that you're correct just based on what this article even is.
Hey, well done.
Okay.
But that's not what the reason is. So yeah, go ahead, Caleb. What do you got?
Chance of this fastball. Okay.
Sure.
What I'm going to go with is basically they got back together because she was jealous of Travis Scott getting a burger or a McDonald's deal. And she's like, the only way I'm going to get a fucking deal is if I'm back with Offset and these Migo bitches and I try to make some stupid ass song. So that's why she's back.
To get a McDonald's meal after her.
Yeah, take that McDonald's. She's coming for him.
All right.
By the way, speaking of that, did you see that they have another one of those like special collabs?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Who the fuck? Who goes to McDonald's and says, "Oh, my favorite insert celebrity here eats that"? Yeah, me too. Why not?
Let me
actually scratch that because that's not what they're after. Who is thinking, "Oh, I'm hungry. What do I eat?" Oh, well, they have that new collab of already existing items from McDonald's on the menu. I guess I'll go there. It's not even a new thing.
That guy's collab is a big, or it's what is the?
It's like a Big Mac and fries, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's a Big Mac with fries, and you get a free Frosty. That's the deal. He likes Frosties, I guess. Like
McFlurry.
Okay,
why?
So let me ask you about something. This is 2020. I've been, hot. I've been angry more often than not in 2020. Was it on this podcast where I bitched about like the McDonald's special where it was just a fucking Big Mac with barbecue sauce on it? Or is that something different?
Yeah, that's the Travis Scott.
I'm going to go off on that again. It's a fucking Big Mac with barbecue sauce. Like, how's it a special?
At that point, wait, so is the mac sauce on it or no?
I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, that's going to taste gross.
But because if it's not, then it's just a fucking double cheeseburger with barbecue sauce and an extra bun.
There's a Big Mac sauce on it. It's just a Big Mac with barbecue sauce. It's not different. It's like we've got the new McGround. We take a Big Mac, we drop it on the ground, and we scoop it back into the fucking donut.
No.
It's not a special.
The McGround is when you put one bun at the top of the earth and one bun at the bottom of the earth. That's the McGround.
It's flat, right? That's
why. It's like when you put like a piece of bread in the ground, and then your friend in Australia also puts a piece of bread in the ground. Just made a sandwich.
That's exactly what but it has to be a sesame seed bun,
right?
Or else it's not a Big Mac.
But at that point, don't we also have to bury a third piece of bread for the one that's in the middle,
at the center of the earth?
Right.
There we go.
Can they get it in that molten lava?
Where only hit the golden tiger claws. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like biting into an egg on a burger. And just fucking goos out everywhere.
Okay, so here we go. Here's this impromptu segment. If everyone here, we can all have our McDonald's special. What would it be?
Oh,
like McDonald's has the fucking resources, and let's say we're obviously the most famous people in the world. We can pressure them to be like, I want McDonald's to sell like orange whatever. They could do that. There's no limitations on it. McDonald's has to make a Mike meal. They have to make a Caleb meal, a Logan meal. They have to make a Jacob meal. What's on your McDonald's meal?
You ready for this? I have an answer ready to go.
Okay,
let's
hear it.
3 parts. First part, chicken tenders. Not chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. Just the regular buttermilk chicken tenders. Basic. Number 2, they have to start stocking Big Red in their soda fountains. Number 3, they need a McFlurry with hot fudge blended into the McFlurry, so you get some bites of hot fudge in your McFlurry. 3 steps. Logan.
I like it.
That may not be great because once you blend hot fudge into something, there's just like chunks in there. It's not like a smooth.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I want. I like the chunks. Because sometimes you just get a giant glob of hot fudge. It's like, bleh, and it's delicious.
All right. I don't want to come across like I put a lot of thought into this.
Let's hear it.
All
Mike
right.
took this situation hardly serious, if you couldn't tell.
All right. So we've got bottom bun, right? We're talking about the new sandwich. Here's the Mike Kenway McDonald's collab. We got bottom bun, and I'm not talking about like the small shitty like double cheeseburger bun. I'm talking like double quarter pounder bun, right?
Like the brioche bun. Okay.
Yeah. First layer, we get the quarter pound beef patty, right?
Okay. Beef daddy. Let's go.
On top of that, thin layer of mayo. Okay, are we ready? Are we all following along? Layer number 2, a new McChicken style patty that is larger to fit the circumference of the fucking larger bun.
Can I yes and this?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Let's listen.
Pounded it out. What if they pounded it out like a tenderloin and made it super thin and big, and it just like umbrellaed the whole entire thing?
I'm gonna need you to roll that back. And let me go on with what
tenderloin is.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want it to it needs to be the same exact size as both the to be the Mike Kenway special. All right, it needs to be the same exact size because it's got to be symmetrical.
I'll tell you how you're wrong, but that's okay.
No, listen, I'm an artist.
It's the
okay,
smallest cut of chicken.
I'm an artist, and therefore it has to be beautiful. Okay, it can't be this like sloppy, like fairground bullshit. All right, I'm all for that. That has its place. Not in the Mike Kenway special. All right, so we've got
I get it.
to catch back up. We've got bottom bun, right? The large bottom bun, that premium shit. The quarter pound fresh beef patty, thin layer of mayo. On top of that, a new McChicken patty that is the same size as the quarter pound beef patty. On top of that, whatever toppings you want. For me, it would be a layer of Big Mac sauce, some lettuce, maybe cheese if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Do you like pickles on your sandwich? Sure. Let's throw some of those on there too. Top layer, the normal, again, the nice premium fucking double quarter pounder bun, smashing all that shit in there. Mwah. Beautiful side of fries. Side of fries, fresh only. Don't forget to fucking salt them like you always do, you assholes. And then a large Big Red, of course, in the side. They're going to have to figure out the licensing for that.
Mike, could I make a slight adjustment to this that I think would really enhance it?
Yeah,
if you want to make it the Jacob Hornstein special, then sure. But this is for me.
Yeah, no, this is perfect. You could take his.
I'll take your suggestion though.
My suggestion is you would have Mike Kenway. You would make the first one, or you would like guide them making the first one to your recommendations.
Sure.
And they take like a high quality snapshot of it. So every time they serve a Mike Kenway special sandwich, they have to show you the picture and then present a sandwich that actually matches the picture.
Because it has to match, or your money back. I like that.
Right. It has to be like within 3% of the picture. Like if 3% of the pixels are off, you get the meal for like.
Yeah, I like it.
They have to go back and make it again.
Logan, see, I remember you said chicken tenders. What else was in yours? Just to catch me back up.
It was a Big Red, and it was a
with hot fudge.
Does
the McFlurry
have
right?
cookies and cream
no,
flavor?
it's just a hot fudge, right?
All right, here's.
I'm asking. Does the McFlurry
Chips Ahoy flavor right now? Actually,
I don't care about that. Do they have cookies and cream?
You can fucking make them have.
Okay,
cookies.
cool. No one's gonna answer my question. Cool.
You're Logan Hornstein.
Make it have whatever.
You could make that happen.
This is all
make
you.
It cookies and cream with hot fudge.
With the hot
stipulations
with a little fudge, right?
It's called the Lil Fudge. You go in and say, "Hey, give me the Lil Fudge."
So here's what I'm going to shift us slightly to. I want all of this to be the Hardly Serious special. So you get the Mike Kenway sandwich, you get the chicken tenders, you get the Lil Fudge, you get the large Big Red, and then whatever else you guys want to add in here. Go for it, Jacob.
Oh shit! I actually don't. So here's
all right, Caleb, we'll come at you first since you already have one. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, it's my turn. Here, Mike, I used you as my inspiration for this one.
Okay.
Say this. The second I heard this question, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to make my sandwich. Okay, so we had a conversation a while ago, and we were talking about Applebee's. Mike, what is the number one thing at Applebee's that you should eat?
What is the fucking only Fiesta lime chicken is the only thing that you order at Applebee's.
Lime chicken. So mine is called the Fiesta chicken sandwich. Okay.
Wait, the Fiesta chicken or the Fiesta lime chicken sandwich?
Chicken sandwich.
Okay.
So, copyright. Okay, we gotta be careful about this.
I think you mean the Lime chicken
the
sandwich.
Fiesta,
the McLime
The
lime?
Fiesta McChicken with lime.
There you go. Anyways,
No,
so
it's the McFiesta
one
lime chicken.
cream bun that you were talking about, Mike.
The
to start with that bun.
McDanger.
Then you put a grilled chicken breast, and not the McDonald's quality grilled chicken breast. They get a specialty chicken breast for this.
Hey, fun fact, they don't have that anymore. They killed it. They don't do grilled
They just
chicken
have the-
anymore. I mean, they can do it, obviously.
Oh.
The sky's the limit here. But if
Yeah.
you didn't know, they removed grilled chicken from their menu.
Oh, fuck it. We're
Caleb, you
going
can make-
grilled. We're going crispy. Okay, crispy boys. Okay, so you use the crispy chicken, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the chicken. You're going to put some salsa down on it. Okay,
Okay.
you're going to salsa this bad
Is
boy
this
up.
now also a collab with Taco Bell? Can we shoehorn them in here somehow?
Sure, they've got to. We've got the fucking
Sure,
leverage.
why not? You
I
take
like
Taco
it.
Bell.
Taco Bell
If
salsa,
Taco
all right?
Bell,
If Taco Bell doesn't get in on this deal, we're fucking out. McDonald's is losing this. Okay. Like,
get the Taco Bell
I'm not
pico
gonna
de
do that.
gallo. Okay, you put the pico de gallo on there. Then you take cheese. You take the 3 blend cheese from Taco Bell and you pour it over the top of it. You sprinkle it all over. You put it in the little toaster so it melts down, and then now it's groovy. Okay. Then you take a little bit of lime. You squeeze that right on top, and then you take some fresh cilantro. You just squeeze it over the top. Just kind of like sprinkle it softly. And then you put that bun on top, and there you go. You got the
How is that in
McFiesta
any
lime
way
chicken.
like what Mike said?
Because it's
Not
a
even
Fiesta lime
close.
chicken. And then you put tortilla strips on it too. It's got to have.
Oh,
all-
the
I
tortilla
understand
strips, of
now,
course. Yeah, absolutely. That was a must-have.
That's
I
what
like
makes
it.
That's what makes that.
All right. So hold on. So what do you call that? We got the McKenway, and then we got the little fudge,
Fudge.
with chicken tenders. What do you call this?
Oh, I have no idea what to call this thing.
I already called it the McFiesta lime chicken
The
sandwich.
McFiesta lime chicken. I like it.
I'm gonna call it the McFiesta lime chicken thing.
Jacob, round us out. What are you adding to
Yeah.
the Hardly Serious special?
so, as everybody knows, how, like, the only
I
acceptable.
gotta talk about the sides. I didn't talk about the sides.
Oh, fucking go for it. Yeah, please give me more time.
Of course, you gotta have a side of Big Red. Gotta have a side of Big Red.
We've already
But-
established that the big red cut is absolutely in full force here.
But there's a specialty here. You get a small, a Big Red, and you get a medium of the Sprite Tropical Berry.
Gross. No, fucking big red or bust. Get out of here.
Nope. So no, you don't mix them. You just get one and one. It's like a perfect
Caleb,
pairing
we
combo.
understand that. Why would we want something other than Big Red?
Yeah.
Because
Why are you ruining the Hardly Serious brand, Caleb?
I'm bringing the sweet tropical flavors with this spicy Hispanic meal.
Listen, I just want to point out, I would never, ever in a million years drink or support anything besides Big Red.
Clearly,
Ever. Especially not right now at this moment.
Most certainly not right
I
now.
got the Big Red.
There we go. Yeah, get that glare on there. That's how we get the real money. While
Who else we got?
I do appreciate Taylor's suggestion of McPoutine, I think that's number
It's already a
3.
thing.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's already a thing.
Fucking
Probably in
Show me
Canada.
a McDonald's.
Fucking weirdos. Do you know in
Or,
do you guys know that in
Everything good.
Canada, McDonald's have like bakeries that serve donuts and like muffins and shit for
Did you just
breakfast?
say McDonald's is?
McDonald's is, yeah.
McDonald's.
They have bakeries and they serve baked goods.
Dude, Canada just does breakfast different. It's so much better up there. If you've ever been.
Caleb, can you hold your Big Red up towards the top of your screen real quick?
Please.
That was just-
Nah.
Thanks. I needed some help there. Thanks.
All right, so let me hit y'all with this, okay? The Jacob's McDonald's special, the one that's going to tie it all together.
Yep.
So as everybody knows, like if you go to McDonald's, there's only one thing you'd ever want, which is the chicken nuggets. The chicken nuggets, obviously made with like that gross, like pink slime. It's
Right.
like it's terrible. Nobody wants it. It's soft.
It's definitely
weak.
not 100% white meat chicken. Whatever
How
it
the
is.
fuck could it be 100% white meat chicken if it's pink? First of all,
Yeah,
so like
100%.
as far as chicken, as far as what it's supposed to be and the goal it's supposed to achieve, like it's just pink and it's goopy and it's terrible.
Okay.
So it's like once they make them into chicken nuggets, they're like, yeah, they're breaded and like you love them and like you eat them because it's McDonald's. Like what else are you gonna eat at fucking McDonald's? But they're still like they're terrible for you. That's why my McDonald's meal is obviously side of Big Red. Gotta
Of course.
go for that sponsorship. The drink is Big Red. You get an order of medium fries. They salt that shit up just up to the point where it's too salty, and then they back off a little bit, and they put a little bit of pepper on it because they're fucking classy.
Of course.
Everyone knows pepper goes on French fries. And then you get 3.5 chicken nuggets, and that's the McPinkies. There we go.
That's good. That's not
that's
fair. You had time to
amazing.
think of that one. You had time to think of it funny.
Halfway through Mike's, I'm like, I've got it.
Jesus Christ. Well, there you go. That's the hardly serious, but we'll have to Photoshop that one up. Get it?
We'll have to go to McDonald's and do that. What do you mean Photoshop?
Well, mine doesn't physically exist, so.
One of ours involves 4 chicken nuggets, 3.5 chicken nuggets, a cup of Big Red, and McDonald's fries with pepper on them.
So the half,
mine would
does
clearly go
the
to
person
Applebee's.
serving you your food eat half of it before they give it to you? Or does it just come as a half nugget?
No, they rip it apart like when you go to Panera Bread and they grab the big loaf of bread and they
Just rip
off that
it.
little piece. It's like one
I
big
like it.
chicken nugget and they just rip a little bit of the nugget off.
I like
I
it.
imagined it was a whole chicken nugget. Bite half of it and throw the other half in your face. Just throw the rest of the food at you, and it's like, here, bitch.
Look, I'm glad you said that. My first idea when I couldn't think of anything back when you were talking about yours was the McJacob would be they just tell you to fucking go eat somewhere else. I'm really glad
that's
I thought of the
amazing.
McPinkies thing. I'm going to be honest.
That's
I'm
amazing.
glad Caleb went so I could.
Oh, guys, we're talking about McDonald's. Speaking of McDonald's, I have a big McDonald's tea. Oh, wait.
How?
I swear we're sponsored by Big Red, not McDonald's.
I thought that was a Taco Bell cup when it was first there and it was on your right.
No, it's I definitely don't have a Taco Bell cup right next to it.
Okay, thank goodness. I thought it was crazy. I'm like,
I
I've
just
Taco
live in
Bell
McDonald's.
before.
I live
Jesus
literally right
Christ.
next door to McDonald's, and their unsweet tea is amazing. So
Jesus
It's just
Christ.
unsweetened tea.
Well, so circling back around,
where is this podcast going?
I don't know where that weird I don't know how we got on that weird tangent, but we definitely
Oh,
were
we
at
were
one point talking about the Cardi B thing.
It was
Pretty
Cardi
sure it's
Oh yeah,
There was like I'm pretty sure there were like a solid 20 minutes separated between when I brought this up and when we circled back to it.
a classic Jacob Hornstein maneuver. It's like, oh hey, we're on a segment. Hey, whoop, left
We're just-
hand turn into nothing relevant.
Well, it was like we
Better
were.
conversation talking about Cardi B and fucking whatever his name is, or 20 minutes on the fucking mech series.
I
The
agree.
timeline here was like we started with Cardi B. We like slid into like almost starting to play like a weird round of urban vocabulary, and then we
Urban
shot
vernacular.
into like the McDonald's discussion. Like we took 2 hard left turns in there.
What is up, you beautiful creatures of the internet? My name, as always, is Kenway, your host, and bear with me, I barely have a voice today to talk. The fact that I can even get to this pitch right now is actually kind of astounding, because the rest of the week my voice has sounded like more or less kind of like this. So sorry if I seem a little bit less bubbly than normal, but we just had what was without a doubt the absolute craziest Extra Life weekend that we ever have. We together, meaning not just us on the channel, but you, the community, everyone who came to hang out, raised more money this year than the first 3 years that I've held an Extra Life stream combined. I really couldn't believe it. That's why this week for the mid-episode break, I wanted to focus on just saying thank you. Thank you to everybody who came out for Extra Life. Thank you to everybody who donated any amount of money or time at all. This is, without a doubt, the most important weekend of the year to me every single year. And it was certainly a high note that I think all of us definitively needed in the year 2020. So that said, that's all I've got for you this week, aside from the ads, which if we have one, will go right here. And if not, I will just say one more time, thank you from the bottom of my entire ass heart for making Extra Life 2020 what it was this year. If that doesn't give me the motivation to keep creating things for at least one more calendar year, I don't know that anything else ever could. You guys are the best. I love all of you so much, and I hope that you are enjoying this week's episode of Hardly Serious.
was amazing.
Well, that's how you make a podcast, everybody. Take notes.
Take it
All
from
right.
the experts.
So did you guys all go before we went into that? Did we figure out what or did we
I don't
have
remember my answer for sure.
good submissions
Well,
about
somebody's answer
what the
was McDonald's.
I
NSFW
remember
was?
it now. I remember it now.
Sculpture.
Well, Logan's was the penis sculpture.
Right. That was some A+ comedy right there.
Penis dimension.
Mine was the jealousy.
sculpture.
Right.
My
So
apologies.
for a reminder for those of you either just tuning in, or for those of you who fast forward or definitely didn't fast forward through the McDonald's discussion, the headline was Cardi B reveals that she's back together with Offset for this NSFW reason after a month ago saying that their marriage was irretrievably broken. Which also irretrievably broken? That's a
Not
way
only
to
that-
phrase that.
Apparently not so irretrievable because she's fucking back with
I
him.
was just back with them.
Like,
Yeah, a month later. It took less. It wasn't even an entire month. Less than 30 calendar days later.
it almost took us more time to do that McDonald's discussion than it took them to get that together.
All right, so here is
was
the reason. I guess y'all can decide who wins this one. On October 13th, on Instagram Live, she explained why she's back with her ex, and says it's hard not to talk to your best friend. It's really hard not to talk to your best friend. She explained, and
Makes
it's
sense.
really hard to have no dick.
Mm.
Does that surprise you?
Cardi B
Not
cannot
at all.
get dick somewhere else.
I mean, she can't get it from anyone else.
Apparently not. Apparently that's she just had that was the biggest reason for them. A month ago we were irretrievably broken, but today I need some dick, so I guess we can be back together publicly.
Wow.
You know, that's dedication right there. That's really sticking to your morals.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
it's a stick, all right.
All right, we didn't even talk about this before. Did anybody bring like the normal second half of the podcast games or segments that we do?
Here's a segment called "What McDonald's meal would you make?"
We already did that one.
We're gonna go with that.
I've brought the fucking content. Okay, I would also like it to point out this part would have been like 15 minutes long without the whole McDonald's derailment. So I would like to say
it was fantastic. That was great podcasting on all of our parts. I think we all deserve pats in the back for that one.
I would like it to be known though, McDonald's, you're still taking a back seat to Big Red and DiGiorno.
Absolutely.
Just like throwing
You
that
know
out
what?
there.
It was probably pretty clear, but just in case, I think it's absolutely worth noting that DiGiorno and Big Red still the big number one, with McDonald's sliding in there at least number 3 or probably lower. Let's be honest, it's McDonald's.
Well, we got the Marble Olympics at number 3. Or
Are
at
you
number,
eating the Marble
21.
Olympics?
Or what?
Marble mouth.
Oh, I thought you meant in
It's
terms
like a
of
weird
sponsor-
version. It's like a weird version of Chubby Bunny, where instead of marshmallows, you're putting marbles in your mouth.
It's like extreme chubby bunny.
Extreme.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
The best part was I wouldn't choke on the pinkies because they would always go in the mouth last.
It's true.
There we go.
Oh fucking hell. Are those
Yeah, so
over
does
for the
anybody
year?
have anything? Do we have anything?
I have some altered headlines. and
Yeah, there we go.
Hold on, Mike. Can we just talk about that real quick? That segue. I have some altered headlines. It's the exact same thing
No,
that we made
it was
in
great.
fun of him. Rip
No,
on
it was
last
great.
week.
That was beautiful. Logan is saving the podcast. We got some altered headlines. Let's fucking do it.
So all
The
I'm
audience,
saying is-
the audience loves this game, so I'm here for it.
No, okay, hold on. This is Logan's turn to talk here. So we recorded a podcast. I don't think it came out yet, but Mike was like, "Guys,
Oh, yeah.
we can't just hard intro all the segments because it sounds dumb and it breaks up the flow of the podcast."
Listen, all I was saying is that every time we start a new game, we don't have to hard stop and then go, "Hello, audience. Welcome to Altered
Oh,
Headlines."
Today,
That
Mike
was
asked
all I
me
was saying.
specifically, unequivocally, point blank. Do you have anything for the back?
We
half?
didn't
I
talk
say, I
about
have
it
altered
before the
headlines.
show.
I say I have altered headlines, and Mike goes,
No,
"Way to break the flow."
No, Mike said, "Hell yeah, let's go.
Damn,
Let's
that's
play
a
some
hell of
Altered
a
Headlines."
breakup.
Caleb was the one who gave you shit about it.
Oh,
Kenway,
bring it up.
Kenway
Bring
was
it up that
on
we talked
fucking
about
board
I was just bringing
immediately.
up that we talked about this before. Just saying.
Nope, 100%.
Here,
Kenway was
here's the-
in. I supported you 150%.
Speaking of headline, here's the
That's how you know
headline.
it
Which
was
word's
wrong.
out?
Mike Kenway.
Already placed
He's out.
Placed the headline in
Put
the
him back in the
chat.
lobby.
Great.
Put him
You
in
also
the
have to read it because most of our listeners are in audio podcast.
Oh,
not
sorry.
in
I
the
guess I
Twitch chat.
should have just tried talking over Caleb a little harder.
There you go.
Toothpaste tube tries to wake from quote recycling nightmare end quote. Toothpaste tube tries to wake from quote recycling nightmare end quote. The headline.
It's
Which
tube.
word have I inserted?
You say it's tube because the sentence just doesn't make sense.
While everyone else
What the fuck is it?
pontificates, this game I find a headline, I take one word out and replace it with a word of my own. And phase 1, you have to guess which word is the word that I inserted.
But don't worry, when Caleb goes, he will both try to guess the word and what its replacement is, despite the fact that this is the 10th time that we've played this game, and we should all know how the fucking rules work
I
by
would
now.
like to make it
Actually,
known.
I'm not gonna lie. I just did not listen to that. And how do I do it? What's the first round?
I would like
So
it to be
first
known I was
round-
going to say that, and I intentionally didn't.
I'm gonna say
ahead.
the word. I'm gonna say the word is wake. Toothpaste tube tries to
Okay.
blank from recycling nightmare.
Yep. So Caleb, one of these words I inserted into the headline. It's not real. You have to figure out which word is the word that did not come from the original headline.
And then you stop and you say nothing
I know.
else. You
I
just
know.
guess the word that
I
was
think I got it now.
replaced.
You say,
I got
"Great
it now."
job, Logan! This is such a good headline that you altered." And I go, "Thanks, Caleb."
Yeah, that's all acceptable.
Can you read it one more time? I just want to clarify.
It's in the chat.
I don't have the
Tube
chat up. Where's the
tries
chat? What chat?
Fucking hell.
Wake from quote recycling nightmare end quote.
I want to say toothpaste.
I'll even
but it
post in
doesn't
the
make
Discord.
sense to say toothpaste.
Okay.
Is
I'm
that your
not-
answer? Or what are you going with?
I'm gonna say the word's recycling. There. Did I play it
Alrighty.
right? Did I get it right?
You did. Everybody was incorrect. The word that I inserted was the word toothpaste.
Toothpaste. I fucking knew it. That was my first guy. I should have
Oh,
gone
you
with my
didn't guess
gut.
it.
I should have gone with my gut. God damn it.
So what tube tries to wake from quote recycling nightmare end quote?
Wavy,
Uh,
wacky.
I'm gonna
incredible
say-
floating art man.
I'm gonna say
Not a word.
tire tube. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Brilliant. Bringing the comedy on this comedy podcast.
I'm going to go with the most valuable resource we have in 2020, toilet paper. A toilet paper tube.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's
Hey.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Fortunately, one of you guessed a single word and therefore technically had a chance of winning. However, nobody guessed the actual headline. Pringles tube tries to wake from recycling nightmare.
What?
What is that? So what? night-
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So can we dive past the headline into the article now? Because I need to know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, they got called out because they're one of the number one waste producers with the tube because they don't recycle well with the metal bottom and the paper, and it's also covered in a coating. It's a recycling nightmare.
What I hear is a whole lot of wham, wham, wham. I'm a whiny bitch coming from Caleb.
So how does a Pringles tube
Capitalism.
wake up from this recycling nightmare?
I
That's
think they're
company.
being facetious. Pringles aren't sentient. They can't wake up. So they're saying, hey, Pringles
far as
company,
we
make
know.
a better tube.
They might.
Oh.
They might be.
Caleb,
Maybe.
Look
Listen,
up the
when the Pringle overlords come, I just want to state right now that I have no problem with your existence, and that if you are in fact the our new overlord rulers, that I'm fine with that. I will bow down.
I do. Come
Fall
fight
in
me.
line.
I'm also a sheep. Just, recycle. So Caleb got the first part right in that they can't be recycled because they have a metal base, a plastic lid, a foil-lined cardboard inside bit, and the glue for the wrapper doesn't recycle. So now they're trying to redesign the tubes to be recyclable.
They should just make it all one compostable piece.
Should. They
Like,
don't.
make it a
You know
plastic
what
tube.
you know what they should do? They should just put them in Ziploc bags. Just throw that shit in the aisle. It's fine.
What they need to do is
They
they,
can
need
get
to do
the collaboration and everything. Pringles now brought to you by Ziploc. Done.
now. What they need to do is what they do in jelly beans and like candy stores. Since Pringles come in that tube, I've never seen a full intact Pringle before, even once in my life. They've always just been crumbs. They need to do what they do in like candy stores. We just take the big scoop and there's all the Pringles in a big pile. So you just scoop them out into like your bag and they weigh it.
It's like when you go to Qdoba and it's just they just take the big fucking scoop in the chips and go dump it into a
Yeah,
bag.
Qdoba. I go there all
We
the
all know
time.
this,
I
like-
know exactly what you're talking about.
I talked to Qdoba just the other day. In fact, they were doing pretty well, especially with their mound of Pringles.
Have we talked about on this show the ridiculous number of pronunciations that people have for that
Are they
restaurant?
serious?
What, Chipotle or Qdoba?
Qdoba. Like I've heard people say
How are they
Qdoba,
pronouncing
which is just it hurts my Qdoba just hurts my head. I don't know how to even process that information.
I don't even know what sells.
Qdoba is another one I've heard. It hurts me. I don't know.
Those idiots don't know a Cadobo from a Cadobo. That's all I got.
It's a good one.
What?
Killed it.
All
First
right,
round.
how about another headline?
Oh, whoa, hold on. That was a little too hard of a transition for me.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna have
you're
to
right.
Pump
Sorry.
the brakes on that. So I found this
sorry.
other headline, and then changed it a little bit, because I'm a G. Scientists.
I'm a G.
I'm sorry. Scientist uncovers a concerning, quote, mutation, end quote, in New York City's pigeon population.
Oh, this one's hard.
Scientist uncovers a concerning, quote, mutation, end quote, in New York City's pigeon population.
That's not how you spell pigeon, is it?
I think it's uncovers.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go mutation.
Say concerning.
It's not concerning
No,
at all.
It's like, yeah, no.
The word was concerning, and it should be replaced with awesome. I've seen X-Men. I know
Caleb,
what
calm
what
down.
mutations are about.
Caleb, was your guess?
I said, what was the second word in that sentence?
Said uncovers.
Uncovers.
Okay.
He actually said
News.
hey, it was weird.
For me, because I'm 2 for 2, no one guessed the inserted word the first time.
Fucking hell, was
The
this
word
scientist?
word that I inserted. No, because Taylor guessed that, and Taylor was also wrong. Word that I inserted, as Mike Kenway pointed out at the very beginning, was pigeon spelt wrong. No D in the word pigeon.
Damn it! Damn it!
I played so much Pokemon. I'm like, oh, there's a D in Pidgey.
Wow.
Playing Cranium, they wanted me to spell the word onyx. I'm like, ONIX, fucking challenge me. And they're like, no, it's a Y.
I'm glad that that Pokemon names are also causing other people to spell words wrong because it's happened to me
Yeah.
my whole damn life.
So it's
Oh my
something other
god!
than a pigeon.
So scientist uncovers
gonna
a
s-
concerning, quote, mutation, end quote, in New York City's blank population.
I'm gonna go with homeless.
Yep, expected
Naturally.
that from somebody.
Keeping it not controversial. I'm going to say it's pigeon, but spelled correctly.
Ah, genius.
What with 2 D's?
Whoa, 2 Ds. Hold on. Where are these
The
pigeons at?
pigeons with double D's.
That is a concerning mutation.
What am I going to go with? I'm going to go with moth. Moths.
Oh, that's terrifying. I don't like where
There's
you
a
just
lot
took
of
us.
There's a lot of lights in the city. There's a lot of moths.
I just wanted there to be turtles, like or mutant turtles and or mutant humans in the
Why?
running around
They
in the
would not
servers,
move
or
faster,
sewers
they would
fighting
just
crime.
The servers.
All right, that was all I wanted, and you had to make it terrifying with the moth mutants, and now I don't like. Can I? This is gonna end the podcast. I'm gonna step away now.
Alrighty. Oh, bad news for the hosts, but good news for Austin and Taylor, who correctly guessed the correct headline. Scientist uncovers a concerning, quote, mutation, end quote, in New York City's rat population.
Taylor also said that.
I mean, I
Damn.
knew that was rat, but that's not
Said-
the funny.
Taylor and Austin, champ.
No, you didn't.
Listed 2 people.
Can we roll the tape?
Sure. Hey,
Okay.
hey, Austin and Taylor, did I credit y'all in the chat and on stream?
I really thought when Jacob said, "Can we roll the tape?" Logan was just gonna go, "Austin and Taylor were right." say it again.
Ace
Like he
Ventura. Austin and Taylor. Yeah. So apparently,
Wow, we all suck at this week.
we're not diving into that one. All right.
No, that just seems right.
So, what mutation was it in the rats that they're concerned
Yeah.
about?
They're missing their left nut.
Well, it's only one scientist is concerned about it, so I guess it's not that bad.
I mean, only one scientist uncovered it.
Oh, okay.
So apparently,
Well,
the
as
rats
a fellow rat scientist, I'll decide whether or not it's concerning or not.
As a fellow rat king, let me tell you about the rats. Keep going.
Thank you. So the rats have basically segregated themselves into different populations. They're now genetically distinct from each other.
I am the rat king.
So what does that mean?
This is some
So it's like-
Spider-Man
So it's
shit I
like
hear
they
Comic
create a
Con.
whole entire different like breed, isn't or not a breed, but like a different like.
Just
How would you, what would you call that? Just like living? Like it's like when a dog breed, I guess, like two different types of breed, right?
pretty much, yeah, they're just genetically identifiably different. So it's almost like if you take two populations and separate them, just wait for long enough, they will evolve differently to have different genes from each other. They'll eventually become two different species.
Right. It's like one of them will be wearing boot cut, the other one's all skinny. You know.
Sure.
And the skinny rats will die because no one wants to fuck them because skinny jeans suck and they're terrible.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel attacked.
Skinny jeans, horrible.
All right, guys. I'm
Hey,
just gonna,
I mean,
I'm just gonna go.
On skinny jeans. Idiots, dumb, stupid.
Caleb just leaves.
So, like in this experiment where they can differentiate between rats, is there a similar thing with humans where it's like California humans and New York humans are like genetically different? after a
Completely
certain
different
number of
breeds of
generations?
people.
Right, it's like
I don't think so, because A, there's enough transition between places like New York and Los Angeles, and B, the life cycle of a human is over a longer period of time than rats. Rats breed a lot faster.
I also feel like it'd be a better example would be like Californians versus Australians, because they have to be fast enough to outrun all of the terrible creatures that are out to kill them.
good point. Who the fuck is this scientist though? He's got all this time on his hands. That's like, let me study the New York rat population to see if they've like genetically changed yet.
I'm starting to get worried that Caleb turned his camera off and now suddenly he can't turn it back on because of technical reasons. I'm just kind of like, my anxiety is like, we've had so much of an issue getting this thing going tonight that like something must be wrong.
I think he's in the bathroom and he's finally like, thank God, an excuse to turn off my camera. I won't notice.
What would have been even better if when the camera came back on,
One
it was
second.
just Whistler
second.
and not Caleb.
Would have been pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie.
All right,
Wait,
this is where the
I've got
podcast
another
gets
one.
really good while we all wait for him to come back.
No, just start the other one.
Well, good news is I've got some more headlines for everybody. So
Woo!
check this out. This might be my favorite fake headline I've curated thus far.
Ooh, all right.
Water might be secret weapon in fight against wildfires, experts say.
One more time?
Water. Oh, I didn't post it yet. Water might be secret weapon in fight against wildfires, experts say.
Okay, this is amazing. I feel like the word has to be wildfires, but I love this, regardless of what it is, so goddamn much. That is fucking
of
well.
you-
I don't know what the right word is, but that is well fucking crafted, my friend. I'm gonna say
Those of you
wildfire.
just now joining us, the headline is Water might be secret weapon in fight against wildfires, experts say.
Easy. I'm going to say it's secret. There's no way that's a fucking secret.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
The headline.
Secret
we
is a
moved
good
on
guess,
to a new
too.
Headline.
Well, no, Jake said something and nobody responded to it. I was like, wait, what?
Secret is good. That's
Oh yeah, it was a dumb joke. What am I gonna do? Respond to every dumb thing Jacob says? Gotta live my life at some
To be
point.
fair,
I mean, if you don't, then we kind of have to lose. We lose the podcast at that point. Like, if we all
That's
just
fair.
stop responding to the dumb things each other says.
Yeah, true. Say it one more time and then I'll give my answer.
Water might be secret weapon in fight against wildfires, comma, experts say.
The word is.
the word is the comma.
The word is experts.
Experts. All right, so we've got a couple for experts. We've got one for secret, and we got one for wildfires. Logan Hornstein, 3 for 3. Nobody
Holy
has correctly
fuck.
identified the word. The word I inserted
water?
was water.
Yeah.
Damn it. When Mike was like, it's so obvious what the answer is, I'm like, he's going to say water. And he said wildfire.
No, I
And
didn't
I'm
say it
like,
was obvious. I said I'm probably wrong because it's fucking beautiful. That's what that is.
Water.
That's amazing.
Secret weapon.
I feel like it had to be either water or wildfires, one of the two.
So I thought of it as two different ways. One, it could have been a stupid thing that somebody said, or the other way it could have been was a science denier, like a climate change denier, like trying to just rile people up, saying like, "Oh, just use the water."
Yeah, just use the water.
Then,
And it wasn't.
what should they use?
Could have been.
What should they use instead of water?
That's like
sea sponges.
water.
Water in it.
Putting water in that sentence is like the headline equal of when someone's like, "Hey, have you seen my headphones?" And my immediate response is, "Have you checked your ass?" Like it's the same. It's the same level. Like, man, what are we gonna do about the wildfires? And someone's like, "Have you tried water?"
Well, what else could you try? If they come back with water, you could say, well, actually, you should use blank.
I'm gonna say lizards.
Lizard
Answer.
urine.
Lizards. Just set the lizards
Mike
free.
a maniac? Set them free and then burn them?
I know the answer. I actually know the answer.
Oh, let's hear it.
That's unfortunate.
Caleb's over here
They
like
said
mashing
sea
his
sponges.
keyboard. Guys, I think I know the answer.
No, for real. I remember this. I know that the answer is.
Sweet. What
Can
is
we let the other Jacob go first so you don't ruin it? Well, thanks.
I'm gonna say CO2. It's got to be good for something. If we just bring that down, it like CO2 fire extinguishers, right? Like it smothers the fire. There we go.
No. So it's everyone just has to all the human population that's nearby just has to surround the fire and breathe on it.
There we go. I like that.
That's an answer. Caleb, you said you wanted to change your answer?
Yeah, it's goats.
Oh, it's not goats. None of you got it correct.
Wait, no, you have to release the lizards and they'll breathe on it.
There we go.
Yeah, combine them. They can release the carbon, the CO2.
An answer. The correct answer. Correct answer. Cattle might be the secret weapon in fight against wildfires, experts say.
Okay, I feel like goats was close.
It wasn't
Okay,
correct,
well,
though.
like an eighth of a point.
Okay,
I'm not
but
worried
considering
about
all of us have lost all night, I would say that is worth at least the eighth of a point that Caleb would need to win.
I would
It's
crown
too
Caleb as
bad
the winner
that
at
you're
zero.
not the head of this, because Caleb's first guess was sea sponges, which I think is so far in the opposite direction. It's negative however many points you just awarded him.
Wait, Mike, I have an idea.
The joke there,
I would
the joke there was
agree
that
with
they
that.
would go down and cut sea sponges, like, and then they would just transfer those and then squeeze them out. You know.
What's
I understand what your joke was.
I think Logan's is still the best, though. I think water is the best answer for that
I
sentence.
thought so. I was pretty proud when I came up with that one.
Can the host do that?
The host can do whatever he goddamn wants. It's his goddamn
Okay.
game.
I think Logan should crown himself the winner.
Hey,
Sure.
Well, no,
Certainly
winner
wasn't us.
goes to Taylor and Austin, who are the only people to get correct answers when they guessed rats. The
I
New
like
York
it.
City thing.
Because as always, with Hardly Serious, the audience is the true winner.
No, they're
I
not.
wish
Worse.
Big red.
for those of you who don't watch
free advertising.
those of you who don't watch the podcast, every time Mike spikes the camera, I think to myself, man, I need to learn how to do that. Then I don't do it ever.
Spikes the camera?
Yeah, it was like, I think
Directly
on
at camera.
Hardly Serious, the audience always wins.
It's that Deadpool effect. It's the fourth wall smash, right?
Yeah, correct.
You just
said
did it
straight up
again. He just did it without
I looked.
even
No, I
thinking
checked.
about
I checked my Discord window
No,
that time.
lie. You literally
I
looked
checked
at
my
it.
Discord.
Listen,
It's like
motherfucker.
Deadpool.
When I do it, you'll know. Oh my god.
So I do have more of those, but we've hit the 3, and I don't know if we want to keep going.
Well, we're also at time, but here's I'm going to present this to you guys live and see how you feel about it. We need to cut the episode, so I'm going to do the outro here in a second. However, it has seemed as thus that Idiot Sandwich has been a very popular game. So why don't we cut the episode and then do an Idiot Sandwich just for the lulz with the people who are watching? Because I don't think we've actually done one of those live yet.
Sure.
Not. I'm down.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening to Hardly Serious this week. It has been an episode. It certainly exists. Sorry, it probably sounds like butt. So tune in next week for a better one, I guess. Listen to the back
It sounds
catalog
like
if you haven't already. If we have, I guess thanks for listening, and I'm sorry. Any other last words from the rest of you?
Go into McDonald's and order a McPinkies. They'll know what you're talking about.
This is my worst outro ever. Okay, I love you. Bye.